Okay, we're going to do the basing for our Deepkin. As you can see, I've put a piece of cork that I tore up, and it's just primed. That's all that's occurred here on this model. What we're going to do now is we're going to grab some polystyrene sheet, and I'm going to cut this into tiny little squares. I'm going to put that on the terrain with some handy dandy Vallejo texture paint, and we're gonna get this baby going. First thing I do is I gotta cut some of these squares up. I'm gonna make them look like tiles. And we're gonna spray them with some paint just so that they'll hold. When I start painting everything, we'll be back in a minute. I've got the styrene plastic sheet. I've got my little razor, and we're just gonna start cutting. I'm gonna try to get like maybe 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. We've got our piece cut out. We are just gonna cut probably little squares in here. Because I've already got the models painted and primed, what we're gonna have to do is put them on some tape so that we can prime them so they won't just have the paint flake right off of them later. So I got a piece of packing tape and a piece of cardboard. I'm just taping these on, and then we are going to go and spray them, prime them up, and we will let them dry, and then we'll get to the next portion of our basing. This part was where the magic happens. This is a giant thing of texture paint, just like the ones you get from GW, except this was like, what, $11 for this giant jug. And it's the color that we want. It's peanut butter, I call it. Looks delicious. But I am basically going to take this shaping tool and I'm going to liberally apply it to the base, and then I'm going to make little patterns with these stones that I have. So you'll see the effect when we're done. Use a shaping tool and then use some old brushes if you want to get this just right. Those brushes are going to be trashed. Well, my eel broke off, but that's because of these wonderful joints they have here. That's how it looks. Now we're going to take these little pieces and we can actually set them into the ground as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. So I set the stones in together to make them look like they were part of like some stonework or something. What I'm gonna do now is I might cut one of these little pieces to be at that same angle, just smaller, so it looks like they're broken up a little bit. There we go, done. You can see I made that front stone look like it was cracked in the mud more. We're gonna let this dry. It's going to take a long time. So the paint is all dried. Texture looks good. We've got some little tiles on here. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take Secret Weapon sewer water and strong tone, and we're gonna mix these 3 parts sewer water, 1 part strong tone, and we are just going to slop it on the base. Got the slop on? Literally just slop it on. If you get a little pooling, that's good because it'll change the color patterns when you're done. Well, first we're gonna let it dry. After this, we're gonna just dry brush it really lightly with some white. Paint the bases black and the edges black, and we're done. Here's one that we have all done up. So you can see we've got a little bit of the dry brushing. The wash settled really nice, gives us a lot of color variation with that green and that brown. This guy's ready to go. Got his base clean. It's all black. The next thing you could do is, if you want, you could put some tufts on it or something. But it's done. Super quick basing method. I'm going to finish this on the rest of my guys, and my army will be complete.